Who is the best Minecraft player? A question which no doubt millions of players have asked before. Ever since Minecraft became popular again during 2019 and a whole new variety of Minecraft content creators became popular, it has become commonplace to assume some players are worthy of being crowned the best Minecraft player. The popularization of events such as Minecraft Monday and later the Minecraft Championship also play some of the best Minecraft players against each other, forcing them to brawl it out. It's this healthy competition that has caused the question of who is the best Minecraft player to become more popular over time, skyrocketing during the past 2 years. But this is where the problem lies. If you search up who is the best Minecraft player, it is the popularity contest rather than a skill-based analysis. These videos, articles, or whatever tend to only focus on one aspect of Minecraft, PvP, and disregard its other important aspects which contribute to Minecraft just as much. While there are some very good videos out there that go deeper into the topic, I still think they ignore some key aspects of the game, or are once again too centered around PvP or other popular Minecraft topics such as speedrunning. The real top Minecraft player isn't what the internet tells you, and there's actually much more to it than what you think. Today, I'm going to clarify and give you an analysis of how I came up with and determined who the potential top Minecraft players are, and why much of current information is flawed. To begin, we need to talk about some of the issues which current videos and articles have. While many are good and have much merit in their own right, they fail to account for some of Minecraft's other elements. Many of these other videos and analysis focus solely on PvP skill, movement skill, or intelligence and speed. And while these are certainly important aspects, it's far from Minecraft's only skill-based aspects. In order to analyze and discuss whether certain players could be considered the best, I've devised 3 broad categories which cover Minecraft's many diverse areas of skill. The first category is PvP, of course. Now, as these are broad categories, PvP includes being good at many 1.8 combat strategies such as sprint cancelling, combat strafing, and getting people into combos, but it also includes the ability to use the terrain and surroundings well. While not strictly PvP, I've decided to include other movement-based elements such as parkour ability, bridging, or other building abilities used often in PvP into this same category. And of course, modern or 1.16 PvP is also included, and to make things fair, you only have to be good at either 1.8 or 1.16 PvP to be considered a higher tier PvPer, as most players are only good at 1. So I guess we're better off calling this category the PvP/movement category. Now, the second category is one which is frequently overlooked, and that is building. And no, I don't mean the ability to build fast under pressure, I mean the ability to create structures and builds which much of the playbase would struggle to do so without assistance. Building skill includes a variety of smaller skills, from the ability to terraform large natural landscapes to the ability to pack many details into small spaces, one of the hardest things to do in the game. Can the player successfully think of something and build it well? Are they able to build hermitcraft level bases and structures without assistance? Or are they new players who can only manage to build a simple house? Building is a massive part of Minecraft and is often overlooked simply because it isn't commonplace on popular minigame servers. And no, build battle doesn't count. The final category is another which is often overlooked by the general Minecraft community, but is still appreciated by many. That is redstone/technical skill. And when I say this, I don't mean the ability to look up a farm design and copy it. The player needs to have a high level of understanding into how the farm works. Players who are regarded as redstone engineers often come up with many contraptions and farms that revolutionize the technical side of the game. These players have an amazingly deep knowledge of the mechanics of Minecraft and know everything from how many mobs spawn per tick to knowing the exact methods of designing complex redstone contraptions. This is a very hard category to succeed in, as some players are just naturally good at it. A useful analogy I thought of is like maths in school. Some students seem to be born to succeed in maths and understand every single thing right away, whereas the majority of others find things confusing and need some more explanations. That's what complex technical skill looks like. These players know redstone and the game mechanics just like the back of their hand. Alright. So now you know the 3 categories, I can begin to give some examples of players who fit them perfectly, and we can talk about what a high-level PvPer, builder, and technical Minecrafter look like. But before we do, consider subscribing. You can always change your mind later, so no pressure. Anyways, first of all, for the PvP category, we of course have everybody's favorite green man, Dream, who has proven time and time again that he is highly skilled in 1.16 PvP, and very capable in 1.8 PvP. Not only that, but his speedruns and manhunts have displayed that his movement skill is also very high, and he's able to use and manipulate the environment around him to an almost unmatched degree. Arena or duel players, as well as hardcore faction players such as Stimpy, also meet the criteria to be considered PvP gods, and have really high skill when it comes to anything to do with 1.8 PvP. The same goes for Technoblade, who not only has really great 1.8 PvP skill, but is also good with building and utilizing his environment, as displayed by his insanely long bedwars streak. Now, there are probably hundreds, if not thousands, of other skilled PvP players who deserve a place up here as well, but I'm trying to stick to the most skilled and well known. Next up, for our building category, we have hermits such as Good Times with Scar, whose skill at terraforming and building in higher detail are unmatched, followed by other hermits such as Grian, who is strong in almost every field of building, a useful all-rounder. There are also those who are highly skilled in large-scale builds or map creation, such as Jeracraft and Pearlescent Moon. There is also a long list of people who can be considered highly skilled builders, and many of them specialize in certain areas of building. But one thing's for sure, their attention to detail and ability to create anything which they can imagine have landed them on this list. Now, for the technical category, basically anybody on technical servers such as Psycraft, Prototech and Zipcrowd would make a great fit. Some examples are Ilmango, who is a redstone engineer, understanding almost everything there is to know about redstone and how to compact it and make it more efficient. He also specializes in flying machines and incredible farm designs. Similarly, Razeworks and Gnombon are also highly skilled in redstone and farm design, being known for their phenomenal farm optimization. But there is more to the technical category than just being able to make cool redstone contraptions and farms. It also requires one to have a thorough knowledge of Minecraft's inner workings and mechanics. A member of Psycraft called Myron spends less time playing the game and more time reading Minecraft source code, discovering useful bugs and features such as the bug which allows you to break bedrock and duplicate TNT. So as you can see, there is a lot to the technical category, from understanding game mechanics to being able to build and design complex contraptions. So now I've given you a brief overview of the three broad categories which cover all areas of Minecraft skill, and we can begin to talk about and discuss the players which potentially could be considered the best Minecraft player. In order for them to be considered as such, they need to be skilled in all three areas that I've talked about, not just PvP for example. This means that in order to be considered the best Minecraft player, you have to be skilled in PvP, building, and redstone/technical Minecraft. Now the people who I mentioned as examples for each three category are the peak. They are the top of the category skill-wise. In order to be considered skilled in each category, you don't need to be as skilled as those players. Slightly worse is fine. That's why I've divided each category into two tiers. Tier 1 is the peak, the top players skill-wise, which includes all the players in previous examples. And Tier 2 is still incredibly high, just slightly worse than the Tier 1 players. In order to be named the best Minecraft player, you have to be in Tier 1 or 2 of all three categories. Now I need to say that before I begin, this will be quite subjective, so I tried to be as fair as possible and asked my followers on Twitter who they thought were some of the best potential Minecraft players. Go follow me there if you want to participate in something like this. And because obviously this video can't go on forever, I largely chose the most popular or most commonly believed to be best players. So, let's begin. First of all, the man who is largely considered to be the best Minecraft player, and the answer which Google gives you if you search it, Dream, a YouTuber who has come to great fame in the past year and a half. When Dream began doing public speedruns and also began his popular Minecraft Manhunt series, players began idolizing him, being amazed by his movement skill and ability to think quick on his toes, manipulating the environment to his advantage. Throughout his time on YouTube, his fanbase has only grown, and his skill has only been broadcast to more and more people. His big brain plays became so popular that dozens of Dream clip channels would begin pumping out highlights of his plays, and even these would accumulate millions of views. It's no surprise given his popularity and reputation that he is considered by many to be the best Minecraft player, but unfortunately this just isn't the case. As far as we can see, based on his gameplay and videos, he doesn't seem very experienced in the technical or redstone side of the game, and while he has created some rather impressive plugins, he has never really displayed a super high level of technical skill inside the game. Alongside that, while his building skills are decent, I wouldn't consider them close to the level of the likes of any of the tier 1 builders. It is for these reasons that he cannot be named Minecraft's best player, as while he is highly skilled in the PvP category, he fails to meet the tier 1 and tier 2 requirements of the building and technical Minecraft categories. Next up on this list is probably the next most popular candidate behind Dream, Technoblade. Unfortunately for Technoblade, his story is very similar to Dream's. While Techno has displayed time and time again that he is highly skilled in not only 1.8 but also in 1.9 Minecraft combat, he hasn't really displayed any signs of a tier 1 level understanding of redstone or the technical side of the game, and once again, while his building skills are likely to be decent, it is not up to the standard of the tier 1 builders, so he cannot be named as Minecraft's best player, as he also fails to meet the tier 1 and 2 requirements for building and technical Minecraft. Let's move away from players who became popular for PvP now, and move on to some other still popular but not as often considered candidates. Grian, one of the most popular hermits who is well known for his cheeky humor and pranks, but also his building skills. Grian began his channel by displaying his building skills back in 2014, and to this day he hasn't gone far from that. When not blowing viewers away with his crazy builds on the Hermitcraft server, he has displayed that he has great capability when it comes to a variety of building techniques. Unlike many other tier 1 builders, his building skills are not restricted or focused on a specific field, and he is good at building large structures, modern structures, medieval structures, and adding lots of detail to small spaces. However, it's commonly known that Grian isn't exactly too flashy with redstone. While he certainly has improved from season 6 of Hermitcraft, I still wouldn't consider him a tier 1 or tier 2 technical Minecraft player. Also, while he has displayed that he is competent in PvP in the MCC, to the extent that some players began considering him as the best Minecraft player, I still believe that he lacks some of the fundamental skills to be considered tier 2, but I know some would disagree. Even so, if he was considered a tier 2 PvPer, he still wouldn't be named the best Minecraft player, as he fails to meet the requirements for tier 1 and tier 2 of technical Minecraft. Probably the least known player on this list, Ilmango is one of the more popular technical Minecraft YouTubers, frequently uploading mind-blowing farm designs and record-breaking SciCraft episodes. It's obvious that his technical skill is at the top, and he displays time and time again that he knows the game like the back of his hand. However, while highly skilled in the technical side of the game, he is also relatively good at building, but unfortunately it's difficult to determine whether or not he could be considered a tier 1 or tier 2 builder, largely due to the fact that many projects on the SciCraft server are collaborative, and we don't really get to see his independent building skill that much. Even so, he has yet to display a high level of PvP skill, and even if he did meet the criteria to be considered a high level builder, he still can't be considered the best Minecraft player due to failure to meet a high standard in the first category, PvP. The same could be said for many of the other technical Minecrafters such as Gnombom, Razework, and many others, who while having insane knowledge of the technical side of the game, their PvP skills are likely lacking. Another hermit who, while highly skilled in building, has also proven themselves in other fields is False Symmetry. As I mentioned, she has an insanely high level of building skill, has displayed that she has decent PvP skill as well in recent MCCs. However, while she has proven herself as highly competent, especially with the bow, I don't think she is good enough yet to be considered a tier 2 PvPer, but she isn't far off. She has also proven to be quite handy with redstone, but whether or not she can be considered a tier 2 technical Minecraft player is still up for debate. And this is a common theme amongst many hermits, who while they excel in one field and are often highly skilled in another, they fail to meet that final category. And I could go on and on with this list and talk about every single YouTuber and every single hermit, but many of them would lack one category or another. I hope you're starting to see the problem now, and one of the main points I was trying to make with this video. As far as I am aware, I don't think there are any Minecraft players out there, at least not that are well known, that meet all of the 3 criteria to a high enough standard to be considered the best Minecraft player. What also makes it difficult is the lack of actual methods of measuring skill. Most competitive online games feature a ranked system, with MMR, matchmaking, and a leaderboard, but how could you possibly do that with building skill or technical skill? It's all so subjective. But I know why you've clicked on this video. It's because you want an answer to the question. You want to know who the best Minecraft player is. Well, the closest I could think of and find is Etho. Etho's 9-year-old survival world has displayed time and time again that he is a highly skilled all-round builder who is able to construct and build whatever his heart desires. Not only that though, he is a skilled technical Minecraft player, and while these days he may not be as skilled as the tier 1 technical Minecrafters, his thorough understanding keeps him at least tier 2. Not only was he one of the first to invent many contraptions such as the ticker, which was one of the first redstone clocks, but he also invented or discovered the hopper clock, one of the most widely used redstone clocks today. However, the reason I'm hesitant to secure his spot as the best Minecraft player is simply due to the fact that he doesn't display enough of him PvPing. The only real video footage we have to go off is from 6 to 7 years ago, and modern footage of him fighting the hermits is, well, Vintage Beef summarizes it nicely. However, considering his long history with the game and vast knowledge, I believe Etho really could learn and get to tier 2 in PvP if he tried, but PvP just doesn't seem to interest him. So that's that. I hope this video displayed to you how difficult it would be to really determine who is the best Minecraft player, and that it's not as simple as just PvP and movement skill, as the internet has led you to believe. I personally don't think there is a player out there at the moment that is good enough in all 3 categories, but if you know somebody who you think is, please comment and prove me wrong. As far as the closest to being the best goes, I think Etho definitely takes the cake, but I can't confidently call him the best until we see some higher skill PvP from him. Just remember that this video is highly subjective, so there's a good chance some of you would disagree with the players I talked about, and if you do, leave a comment as I want to see other people's thoughts. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video, be sure to subscribe and leave a like if you did. Thank you all so much for watching.